you're a collection of your thoughts and I mean, which you derived from various sources from your childhood, from things you heard, books you read, things you saw. At some point of time, when you stop listening or reading or watching, you are living on your memories.
True.
So there is no new input coming. The moment there is no input coming, so you tend to take it for granted the existing thing is the only thing, there is nothing else.
Right.
Okay, to that extent, it is possible. Okay? But having said that, when I see people who are probably half my age and filmmakers, when I speak to them or listen to their ideas, I find them outdated even more than me.
No, in fact, I met you once.
You know, so I don't know if it is the. Okay, let me put it this way. Honestly, I feel this. That doesn't mean the film will work. Folk, I think, is the best film I made in the last 7 years.
But you say the same with every last release of yours, isn't it?
I never said this. I never ever said this ever. First time I ever seen. But I'm not trying to sell food. I'm not a distributor anymore.
Of course, you should sell. You should sell. There's no harm in that.
No, see, nobody's going to believe me if I say that to the concerned people. No. But why I'm saying this in a certain context. When I saw the whole film, whenever I made Rath, I mean, I'm talking genre or Booth or Vasishas, my intent was just to scare people. I just let scare the people. Beyond that, I didn't think. I have no script or nothing. I just go to the location and start making movies. Fook also, there's no script. But the core point of what it is about which affected me in terms of the, what do you call, the intention of the subject matter, of what it does to people when I'm having a conversation, the seriousness of that and the emotional intensity of it, I think I managed to
hold on to it.
Hold on and take it till the end without my cleverness and my.
Yeah, this is, I think, a problem.
That's what I feel. In every which way, in terms of the. But again, if you look at that, see, my craft has been the best in again. But again, craft comes typically from within the seriousness of the film. See, if the film is frivolous in its content matter, I think the craft will go wrong easily.
You only begin to notice the craft when the content is not, you know. I mean, like in films like Satya or Company for that matter, there are so many.
See, the same question I used to be asked in Rath time also. That is my second film or third film. Almost similar questions. You know, we're noticing the craft. You know, so that is not the right thing for a film. But in noticing the craft because the content is not holding it. That's what I'm trying to say. The reverse is the truth. So it's not about forget. You see, whatever is little interesting is only the craft. But because the content is not holding you or not interesting you or you don't connect to it, you start looking at the craft and it looks in outsync, which obviously I wouldn't be realizing it.
So shouldn't you be focusing on how to make the content better rather than the craft?
That goes without saying, sir.
And do you think you're done with Underworld and ghost stories? Contract made us feel so.
Maybe it's ghosts meet terrorists.
Ghosts
probably a ghost in a jihadi camp.
In fact, I just saw an
Underworld guy in Underground.
He showed me a short film. I was quite impressed. Ghosts and Gangsters.
Okay,
yeah?
That's
who?
The guy who won the poster contest.
Elvis? Was it Elvis?
Robert Elvis.
Elvis De Silva?
He's I think in fact his name is Sudeep or Sandeep. His name is Sandeep. Yeah.
Sandeep Robert? No.
Yeah, Sandeep David Robert.
David Robert.
Okay.
You've seen the film. Okay. Yeah. He's obsessed with those two because he qualified for the Sony Pix, was having a contest for
I just love the idea of the
Underworld and Underground.
Yeah.
Ghost in the Dagdi Chowk.
No, see, I don't believe that I'm done with the Underworld. The point is, see, no matter what the critics will say or anybody.
No, we are not talking about critics also.
I'm talking about critics of also. Right. So critics don't necessarily mean that they're in newspapers. No? At the end of the day, only I will know what has gone wrong, or what went wrong, and why it went wrong.
No, because why we're saying when you saw Contract, we feel there's a wannabe Chakravarti, there's a wannabe Makarand Deshpande, there's a wannabe Manisha Koirala, there's a wannabe Viku Matre, the wife is the same, there's a wannabe, what's her name?
Shefali Chai.
Shefali. I mean, it looks like there's nothing new except that the terrorism angle, and it was everything wannabe that you did so brilliantly there, and you were trying the same thing with the new guys again. I mean, we thought you were done with this story.
See, that's what I'm saying. The point is, I'm not denying anything of this, but I was not conscious about it.
Right.
But if I was taking the subject matter, what it is about seriously,
Right.
I wouldn't have done it like that. The fundamental thing which goes wrong, which went wrong in contract, if I decided to make it like Munich, I would have done it better.
Yeah.
I tried to do it like Rambo. You know, Rambo set in a very realistic setting. That was my thought, which is what went wrong. So that would call for all these prototypes of people coming in that.